Hi, a warm welcome to my channel Cyber Technology. Today's topic is wireless disassociation attacks. The story begins with a whisper. A user is peacefully browsing, streaming, gaming, and suddenly the Wi-Fi dies. But it's not the router, not the ISP, not even the weather. Something darker is lurking in the air. The disappearance nobody notices at first. Imagine you're standing in a room full of people. Everyone is connected by invisible strings of trust. Now imagine a stranger walks in, pulls out a pair of invisible scissors, and cuts the string connecting you to the group. No one sees it, no one hears it, but suddenly you're no longer part of the network. That's exactly what a wireless disassociation attack does. In Wi-Fi communication, devices and access points regularly exchange management frames, tiny little handshake messages to stay connected. And among those frames is a dangerous one. It's normally used to gracefully end a session, but hackers discovered something chilling. Before 2018, these management frames were not protected or encrypted, meaning anyone, literally anyone, could craft a fake disassociation frame, pretend to be the Wi-Fi router and command,
"Device disconnect now."
And your device obeys, without question, because the network never asks whether that command came from a legitimate source. This makes wireless disassociation attacks terrifyingly easy. A hacker with a cheap Wi-Fi adapter can 1. Kick a specific device off the network. 2. Kick all devices off the network. 3. Repeatedly disconnect you every time you reconnect. And 4. Force you onto a rogue network for evil purposes, but we'll get to that. They don't need your password, they don't need to be authenticated, they just shout louder than the real access point and your device listens. Picture a busy coffee shop called Hot Cafe. Everyone is connected to the public Wi-Fi. A hacker sits quietly in a corner. He launches a script, just a few lines, and suddenly laptop 1 disconnects, laptop 2 disconnects, phones start dropping off, tablets lose connection, smartwatches panic. People think it's the cafe Wi-Fi acting up. But the hacker has a plan. He broadcasts a fake Hot Cafe Wi-Fi secure network. And as frustrated customers reconnect, they join his network. Now he can capture credentials, inject malware, hijack sessions, and become the man in the middle, all because of a simple wireless disassociation attack. A gamer at home is winning an online match. Suddenly, his Wi-Fi drops, returns, drops again, returns, drops again. He blames the router. But what he doesn't know is that a neighbor with a $20 Wi-Fi adapter is spamming him with disassociation frames. A perfect way to sabotage online players and extremely hard to detect. Think of Wi-Fi like a high-tech building. You have doors or packets, hallways or data paths, and guards or management frames. But in older Wi-Fi standards, the guards never checked IDs. Anyone could walk up dressed like a guard and say,
"Time to leave the building."
And everyone inside would simply nod and walk out. That's exactly how wireless disassociation attacks work, because they can use them to trigger bigger, nastier attacks like 1. Evil twin attack, which kicks a user off their Wi-Fi, they reconnect, they join the attacker's fake network. 2. Captive portal phishing, which forces reconnection, shows fake login page, steals credentials. 3. WPA/WPA2 handshake capture, which disconnects, device reconnects automatically, attacker captures handshake, attempts cracking. And 4. Downgrade attacks, which forces device to disconnect, reconnects to weaker protocol, exploits vulnerability. Disassociation is not an attack in isolation. It's the gateway drug to much worse things. Now, how do you defend yourself from this invisible strike? Let's reveal the secrets, one by one. 1. Enable 802.11w or Protected Management Frames, PMF. This is the big one. PMF encrypts disassociation, deauthentication, and other management frames, meaning a hacker can no longer forge them. Devices that support PMF are all modern laptops, most iPhones and Android phones, and many routers from 2018 onwards. Turn it on. Seriously, This alone stops 90% of disassociation attacks. 2. Always use WPA3 or at least WPA2 Enterprise. WPA3 modernizes Wi-Fi security and requires protected frames. WPA2 Enterprise also adds strong authentication. Avoid WEP, WPA open networks and older public hotspots. They are playgrounds for attackers. 3. Use 5 GHz or 6 GHz bands. These bands are harder to jam. Hackers prefer 2.4 GHz because signals travel farther. A simple frequency shift can reduce interference attacks. 4. Network segmentation and guest networks. Even if an attacker disrupts a guest network, your internal network stays untouched. 5. Use a VPN, even on Wi-Fi you trust. A VPN won't stop the disconnection, but it will protect your data from evil twin and MITM attacks after reconnection. 6. Strong router placement and power control. Put your router in the center of your house, not near windows. Why? So attackers outside get a weaker signal than your devices, making it harder for them to spoof or overpower frames. 7. Wireless intrusion detection systems or WIDS. Advanced access points can detect high volumes of disassociation frames, duplicate SSIDs, spoofed management frames, and rogue access points, and they alert you instantly. And 8. Firmware updates. Newer firmware patches vulnerabilities in management frame handling. You might think Wi-Fi is safe because it needs a password. But here's the secret. Hackers don't always need to break in. Sometimes they just need to kick you out. A wireless disassociation attack isn't about stealing access, it's about creating chaos, forcing your device to make mistakes and pushing you into the attacker's trap. The attack is simple, the consequences are deadly, and the protection surprisingly achievable. 1. Enable protected management frames. 2. Update your Wi-Fi security. 3. Be skeptical of networks. 4. Stay alert, because somewhere out there, in the invisible air around you, someone might be whispering,
Disconnect.
And that's a wrap. If you like this, do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am truly grateful to you. Thanks.